Welcome, dear friends, to an important conversation about natural herbs and their potential role in supporting our health, particularly when it comes to cancer prevention and support. Today, we're going to explore what modern science is discovering about some remarkable plants that have been used in traditional medicine for generations. Before we begin, I want to be crystal clear about something important. The information I'm sharing today is meant for educational purposes only. It's not a substitute for professional medical advice from your doctor. If you or someone you love is dealing with cancer or any serious health condition, please always work closely with your healthcare team. What we're discussing today should be seen as complementary information that you can discuss with your medical professionals, never as a replacement for proven medical treatments. Understanding the growing interest in natural compounds. Every year, cancer affects more than 19 million people around the world. That's 19 million families whose lives are forever changed. It's a staggering number that reminds us why researchers are leaving no stone unturned in the search for better ways to prevent and treat this disease. What's fascinating is that scientists are increasingly turning their attention to nature's pharmacy. They're studying plants that our ancestors used for healing, applying modern research methods to understand exactly how these herbs work at the cellular level. And what they're finding is truly remarkable. You might wonder why you haven't heard more about these discoveries. Well, research takes time, and scientists need to be absolutely certain about their findings before making broad recommendations. But the studies that have been completed are giving us exciting glimpses into the potential of these natural compounds. 11 herbs under scientific investigation. Let me share with you 11 herbs that researchers have been studying for their potential cancer-fighting properties. Remember, each of these has been the subject of peer-reviewed scientific studies, which means other scientists have checked and verified the research. First on our list is holy basil. Holy basil, also known by its scientific name, Ocimum sanctum, has been treasured in traditional medicine for centuries. Picture a warm kitchen where a mother brews a comforting cup of herbal tea for her family. As she reaches for holy basil leaves, she's connecting with generations of traditional wisdom that modern science is now validating. In 2023, researchers published a study in the journal Molecules that examined holy basil's active compound called eugenol. They found that eugenol could help stop cancer cells from multiplying and could trigger something called apoptosis, which is essentially when cancer cells self-destruct. This is exciting because it shows how traditional knowledge and modern science can work together. If you'd like to try holy basil, the simplest way is to brew it as a tea. Just steep the leaves in hot water for about 5 to 10 minutes. You can also add fresh holy basil leaves to your cooking, much like you would use regular basil. Some people prefer taking supplements, but please check with your doctor first, especially if you're taking other medications. Second is the chaga mushroom. The chaga mushroom might not win any beauty contests, as it looks like a chunk of charcoal growing on birch trees. But don't let its appearance fool you. In 2024, scientists published groundbreaking research in scientific reports showing how chaga extract affected oral cancer cells. What they discovered was fascinating. The chaga disrupted the cancer cells' ability to produce energy, essentially starving them. It interfered with processes called glycolysis and mitochondrial function, which are fancy terms for how cells make and use energy. Many people enjoy chaga as a tea. You steep the dried mushroom in hot water for several hours to extract its beneficial compounds. It has an earthy, slightly vanilla-like flavor that many find pleasant. You can also find chaga in capsule or tincture form if you prefer convenience over tradition. Third is graviola. Graviola, also known as soursop, is a tropical fruit that tastes like a combination of strawberry and pineapple with citrus notes. But it's not just the fruit that interests researchers. The leaves contain compounds, called acetogenins, that have shown remarkable effects in laboratory studies. A 2024 study in the Ceylon Journal of Science found that graviola leaf extract could cause cancer cells to die while leaving healthy cells largely unaffected. This selective action is exactly what researchers hope to find in potential cancer treatments. You can enjoy graviola fruit fresh, blend it into smoothies, or drink tea made from the leaves. However, it's particularly important to talk with your healthcare provider before using Graviola regularly, as it can interact with certain medications and may not be suitable for everyone. Fourth on our list is red clover. Red clover is that pretty purple flower you might see growing in fields and meadows. But it's more than just a wild flower. Red clover contains compounds called isoflavones that have caught researchers' attention. A 2024 study published in the journal Antioxidants showed that red clover extracts reduce the viability of glioblastoma and breast cancer cells in laboratory tests. The isoflavones appeared to trigger both apoptosis and autophagy, two processes that help eliminate damaged or dangerous cells from our bodies. Red clover is commonly available as a tea, and many people find it has a light, sweet flavor. You can also find it in capsule form or as a tincture. As with all supplements, start slowly and pay attention to how your body responds. Fifth is Astragalus root. Astragalus has been a cornerstone of traditional Chinese medicine for thousands of years. Modern research published in Frontiers in Oncology in 2024 focused on compounds called polysaccharides found in Astragalus root. These polysaccharides showed the ability to inhibit the progression of various cancers in laboratory studies, including prostate, liver, cervical, ovarian, and lung cancers. They appeared to work by stopping tumor cells from growing and spreading while promoting their natural death. Many people enjoy Astragalus as a mild, slightly sweet tea. Others prefer the convenience of capsules or add Astragalus powder to soups and broths. It's generally considered safe for most people, but as always, check with your healthcare provider first. Sixth is Celandine. Celandine contains a compound called Celandine that has shown promising results in laboratory studies. Research published in Frontiers in Pharmacology in 2024 found that celandine could inhibit an enzyme called telomerase. Now, telomerase is interesting because it's what allows cancer cells to keep dividing indefinitely. By blocking this enzyme, celandine essentially puts a limit on how many times cancer cells can reproduce, eventually leading to their death. Celandine is typically available as a standardized extract or tincture. It's crucial to source it from reputable suppliers and to use it only under professional guidance, as incorrect use can cause side effects. Seventh is oregano. Yes, the same oregano you probably have in your spice cabinet right now. This common kitchen herb is proving to be anything but ordinary. A 2023 study in the journal Cells found that oregano essential oil induced programmed cell death in breast cancer cells. The beauty of oregano is how easy it is to incorporate into your daily meals. Sprinkle fresh or dried oregano on pizzas, add it to pasta sauces, mix it into salad dressings, or steep it as a tea. Just remember that oregano essential oil is much more concentrated than the herb itself and should be used with caution and professional guidance. Eighth is thyme. Another familiar kitchen herb, thyme, has been the subject of fascinating research. A 2024 study in Food Frontiers showed that thyme extract could trigger cancer cell death by affecting specific proteins that regulate whether cells live or die. Fresh thyme is wonderful in soups, stews, and roasted vegetables. You can also make a soothing thyme tea by steeping fresh or dried leaves in hot water for about 10 minutes. It has a pleasant, slightly minty flavor that many people enjoy. Ninth is dandelion root. Those yellow flowers that pop up in your lawn might be more valuable than you think. Dandelion root has shown interesting effects on colorectal cancer cells in laboratory studies published in Experimental and Therapeutic Medicine in 2024. The research found that dandelion root extract interfered with signaling pathways that cancer cells use to survive and multiply. It's like cutting the communication lines that cancer cells need to coordinate their growth. Dandelion root tea has a slightly bitter, earthy flavor that some compare to coffee. In fact, roasted dandelion root is sometimes used as a coffee substitute. You can also add dandelion greens to salads for a nutritious boost. 10th is milk thistle. Milk thistle contains a compound called silymarin that has been extensively studied. Research published in Frontiers in Pharmacology in 2024 showed that silymarin could reduce the viability of cervical cancer cells by activating proteins that promote cell death. Milk thistle supplements are widely available, typically in doses of 200 to 400 milligrams per day. Many people take it to support liver health, but its potential anti-cancer properties are an exciting area of ongoing research. 11th is Boswellia. Also known as frankincense, Boswellia has shown remarkable results in a clinical study with breast cancer patients. Participants who took 2,400 milligrams daily for about 11 days before surgery showed a nearly 14% reduction in tumor cell proliferation, while untreated individuals showed an increase of over 50%. Boswellia is commonly available in capsule form and is generally well tolerated. The active compounds, called boswellic acids, appear to interfere with the cellular pathways that cancer cells use to grow and survive. Now, I want to spend a moment talking about how to approach these herbs safely and responsibly. First and foremost, never stop or change your prescribed cancer treatments without talking to your oncologist. These herbs should be seen as potential additions to, not replacements for, conventional treatment. Start slowly with any new herb. Try one at a time so you can monitor how your body responds. Keep a journal noting what you take, when you take it, and how you feel. This information can be valuable to share with your healthcare team. Quality matters tremendously. Look for reputable suppliers who provide third-party testing results. Organic herbs are preferable when available, as they're less likely to contain pesticide residues. Be aware that herbs can interact with medications. For example, some herbs can affect how your liver processes certain drugs, potentially making them more or less effective. This is why communication with your healthcare team is so crucial. While we've focused on specific herbs today, remember that good health is about more than any single remedy. A diet rich in varied fruits and vegetables, regular physical activity, appropriate for your fitness level, adequate sleep, stress management, and strong social connections all play vital roles in maintaining health and supporting your body's natural defenses. Consider these herbs as part of a comprehensive approach to wellness. They're tools in your toolkit, not magic bullets. The most powerful medicine might be the combination of traditional wisdom, modern science, and personalized care from healthcare professionals who know your individual situation. As we conclude our discussion today, I want to leave you with a sense of both hope and appropriate caution. The research into these natural compounds is genuinely exciting, and it's wonderful that scientists are validating what traditional healers have long suspected. At the same time, we must be patient. Good science takes time, and we're still learning exactly how these herbs work, what doses are most effective, and who might benefit most from them. What works well for one person might not work the same way for another. I encourage you to discuss these herbs with your healthcare provider, especially if you're dealing with cancer or any serious health condition. Bring this information to your next appointment and ask for your doctor's thoughts. Many healthcare providers are becoming more open to integrative approaches that combine the best of conventional and complementary medicine. Remember, knowledge is power, but it must be combined with wisdom and professional guidance. Take care of yourself, stay informed, and never lose hope. The journey to better health is one we take one step at a time, with patience, persistence, and the support of both modern medicine and nature's pharmacy. Thank you for joining me today in this important discussion. May you find the information helpful as you make informed decisions about your health and wellness journey.